What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm just going to be touching on the recent announcement that Call of Duty Champs is going to be online, everything that comes with that, the worries that pro players have with, that announcement coming, obviously, and just my overall opinions on it, because, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I express some extremely strong opinions. We had some good conversations with Fwiz, if you guys know who that is. Him and I had a good back and forth if you want to go look at that. But I just wanted to sit down and address pretty much all of the gripes and issues that I might have with it, as well as the things that are positive, because again, we still get to play Call of Duty during a pandemic, so I can only be upset to a certain degree. But I just want to sit down and go through my thoughts with you guys, because I feel like it'd be a good topic for discussion in the comments and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get started. Alright guys, so as everyone is aware, Call of Duty Champs is going to be played exclusively online. There were some rumors floating around before the actual announcement came through the league that there would be a situation, maybe like finals or top 4 or something like that would have been played on LAN, and obviously that is no longer the case. The entire tournament is going to be played online, and there's a lot of opinions that a lot of pro players have had. I'm one of the few that tweeted it. I got a lot of feedback from a lot of people. This entire year, with the pandemic and coronavirus and all the stuff that's been going on, obviously we're still extremely blessed to even be able to play Call of Duty at a professional level. A lot of the leagues and professional sports and all that stuff have had to figure out a way to deal with the world that is currently going on. And we're blessed to be able to continue to do what we're doing. We're not out of work or anything like that. But the reason that a lot of people were upset about Champs being online is, it's the biggest tournament of the year, and in fact it's the largest prize pool in Call of Duty history for any event that we've ever had. It's $400,000 for first place if you were to actually win it, and the overall prize pool is the largest of any tournament that we've ever had. So those two things put together with playing online, it creates kind of a weird atmosphere. Just again, again, we're blessed to be able to play, but the fact that it's for the largest prize pool of all time, strictly online, it's very, very hard to regulate a tournament like this. The league has done their best, but, everyone knows that there's been issues. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that there hasn't been. There's been a lot of issues with, on the league side this year and the broadcast and stuff like that, and including players. It's really, really hard to regulate a tournament of this caliber online specifically. I know the league tweeted out that there would be extra cameras to look at the players, and a bunch of extra steps being taken to make sure that nothing fishy goes on, but it's so hard to regulate, again, with the Cronuses and just all the things like that. It makes a situation where it just becomes too much trust when there's this amount of money up for grabs, and it just doesn't really sit right with a lot of players, myself included. Obviously, as you guys saw in my tweets, we're not great. And while I mentioned that rumor with finals or top 4 or something could be played online or on LAN, which I still think should be the case. Maybe with everything going on and the testing required and the quarantining and all that stuff, obviously it wouldn't be the easiest thing in the world to do. I guarantee you every player that goes to Champs would be down to do something like that. If whatever steps required, if we had to fly privately, if we had to quarantine ourselves for X amount of time, whatever it may be, to give us the most fair environment. I haven't even talked about servers or anything like that. If you guys follow Slasher, which I'm sure most of you do, you guys saw a lot of his complaints with the servers and how unfair everything is with the online split, and how the server voting goes and all that kind of stuff. So that kind of just adds on to the whole competitive integrity, fairness point that I'm talking about right now. It's if you guys don't know how the server vetoes work, you based on your geographical location in the series specifically. So say we're playing Chicago and we have 5 Texas, or they have 5 Texas and we have 5 Miami, right? We're gonna get servers that would be based strictly on where we're located. So we would get Texas servers, we'd get a Georgia server, something like that. So when you're playing online, it just creates a system where someone is always going to be on the server based on whatever split that you have. I know Seth mentioned it on stream the other night, if you guys saw that clip, how Florida basically always has someone sitting on top of a server because of their split that they have when they play online. It's just a situation where someone is always going to have 2 ping and just be absolutely frying everybody. And that, again, just plays into the fairness thing. Not everyone's on an even playing field. There's always one superhero in the lobby that's just unkillable because, again, they're sitting in the state that the server is from that they're playing on. So that's why everyone's talking about moving and like doing this stuff, and it goes back to like the league doesn't want to risk player safety or personnel safety, which again I'm not sitting here saying that they should, but players and personnel are going to be moving regardless, or not moving but relocating to this event. Like it's a $400,000 potential event. Players are going to relocate regardless if the league is mandating it or not. Like I guarantee you that people who are playing from California are not going to be playing from California. It's not worth the headache and the risk that like is required with that. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's an issue that they're trying to avoid, but it can't be avoided because the players are either going to do it on their own and risk it themselves, or you know, it would have been played on LAN and we would have risked it there as well. So, I don't know, especially for like. If we were to play, I mean, it would have happened online regardless. Like, if the finals or whatever was played online or on LAN or whatever, it would have happened regardless. But it's just a situation where it's not the most fair outcome possible because we're playing online. You know, the competitive integrity thing with like the Cronuses and the regulation of how things have gone for the entire year so far, it just creates an atmosphere that just doesn't seem very right. So. I don't know, that was my gripe with it. I mean, I'm not sure you guys agree with me or not. I had a great conversation with Fwiz on Twitter the other day, if you guys saw that. He was just bringing up, you know, like the issues with it, you know, the housing and the risk of everything, like even attempting to do this, which I 100% agree. I'm not sitting here trying to ignore the risks and all that stuff. But it like, as strictly from a competitor, it's really, really hard to sit here and pretend that having Call of Duty Champs online is something that I want to do or want to participate in, especially with the largest prize pool of all time. Like, if the prize pool is reduced and, you know, all these things that end up happening, like, I wouldn't be as upset because, you know, again, it is COD Champs and it's the most prestigious event of the year, and we're in a unique situation that hopefully we'll never have to be in again. But if the prize pool is reduced, I think that a lot of players would also be happy. That was a conversation that was brought up. I don't know if it was actually like talking about seriously, but that was a thing that was brought up amongst pros to reduce the overall prize pool, just to make it so it was like a little bit more, it settled a little bit better in our stomachs. So I don't know, man. I would love to know what you guys' opinion on it are. Obviously, we're in a pandemic. No one wants to risk player safety or personnel safety or anything like that. Which, again, 100% I get. That's a risk that Activision isn't willing to take. But the players are going to do it anyway because no one's going to play at a disadvantage for 400 grand. That's just, at the end of the day, that's what this comes down to. So their decision to do that was obviously on their part and probably had a lot of legal stuff to do with it. But it's what we're doing at the end of the day. So I would love to see you guys' opinion on it in the comments. Let me know if you guys think that it should have been on LAN or online. You know, there's a lot of people that went back and forth and had a couple of interesting conversations on my timeline. So I would love to see what you guys are thinking about it. You know, everyone's gonna go hard, and you know, it is online, so people are just gonna be doing their absolute best because, you know, like, obviously people don't live in the most ideal situation, so having to maneuver around coronavirus to find a place to play that's like ideal for your entire team, and, you know, like take Chicago for example. You know, they have 4 Texas and 1 in Cali, and like, if Matt doesn't relocate, then he's gonna be playing on, you know, 80 ping or whatever the entire time because whoever they're playing is going to veto a Texas server because there's 4 people in Texas on their team, obviously. And then Matt's just going to be sitting there trying his absolute best, you know, just play it on, you know, New York or, you know, Chicago or whatever server it may be. So it's a hard situation to be a part of, for sure. And it is pretty frustrating, but again, we're blessed to even be able to play the tournament in the first place. So, I'm not really complaining about it. It is an issue that I had before. I talked to Ryan on Twitter. He explained things pretty well to me that, you know, I understood both sides after that conversation. So, like, while I was upset strictly from a competitor standpoint and, you know, being a competitor first before anything else, like, that's why I was the most upset, just because like having the biggest tournament ever online in like the least fair situation, like, it doesn't sit well with me, nor should it. But, you know, it's just how it is at the end of the day. So, also, side note, I haven't made a video in a little while because, you know, I've just been enjoying the holiday and hanging out and stuff like that. You guys banned Azir from my channel, dude. Like, what is actually wrong with you guys? I should have made the number like 1,500 or something. It got 500 likes in literally like 15 minutes. Like, Azir is banned from my channel for the next like a month because you guys decided that you didn't want me to upload it in 15 minutes, bro. I should have made it like 5K. I probably still would have got it, to be honest with you, but it's whatever. You guys are sabotaging me. Oh my god, we're gonna lose this game. Well, I gotta turn up. Make sure we don't lose this. My team has 5 kills. All right, Molecule, you're a beast, bro. For some expectations for my channel for the future, guys, I have a couple of videos already planned. You know, with the recent patch and all that stuff, I haven't really been super active on YouTube. You know, like I said, I did skip a day, actually 2 days. But you know, I'm gonna make a video on some updated classes for you guys, so everyone's caught up. Some guns that I think you guys should try, just because, you know, obviously the no stock nerf and all that stuff. I think there's some classes that I want you guys to try out to give me your opinions on and stuff like that. The AK is a little ridiculous. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna give you guys a class or anything like that, but the AK is very, very, very good. I think we lost. I think they get the tick. Do they get the tick? Oh, they definitely get the tick. Oh no, don't give it to them. No. Oh, they got off. Let's go. Wait. Oh, say, we're not. Oh, okay, we're not even on the damn hill. All right, well.
Sam, is that you?
What's up, bro? I don't have my mic here, dude. That sucks. I actually can't wait to go back to California to.
Sam, if that's you.
What's up?
Let Methods know he looks like Waluigi and Wario had a baby.
Bro.
Just let him know. I tweeted about it, but he didn't.
He said he tweeted about it, but he didn't respond. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I just wanted to sit down and articulate some thoughts about the whole situation. Again, it's just a combination of being able to regulate the entire event, any online issue. I didn't even bring up the online issues that could come, you know, being hit offline, all that stuff. That's a whole nother can of worms I haven't even mentioned yet. You know, server location. There's just so many different things that really play a part in this. So I would love for you guys to give me your opinion down below. Hope you all had a wonderful rest of your day, and